Welcome back to my quarantine organizing tip series. I apologize for the length of time it's taken me to upload this video from the last one. I know I was trying to do them daily, and here we are 2 weeks after my last one, and I'm just now getting this video to you. This quarantine time has thrown me for a loop. I admit I'm a bit of a control freak, and my family will be the first ones to tell you just how much of a control freak I am. I find that when control is taken away from me and there's nothing I can do about it, like the situation we're in right now, I tend to shut down. And when that happens, the perfectionism in me goes through the roof. Okay, if you want to get an idea of what kind of perfectionism I'm talking about, just look at my last video where we organized our silverware drawer. Normally it can be a half-hour job, start to finish. But then I start looking at the end product and my perfectionism starts to skyrocket, and I had to create a customized drawer for ourselves, which ended up taking 2 or 3 days. So basically what I'm saying is our quarantine situation put my perfectionism into hyperdrive so that I wouldn't even start something unless I could finish it perfectly. And I knew that if I was going to try to do something with my pantry, which was the next topic I wanted to cover, it could be 2 weeks to a month before I get to this video. So I had to really reel that perfectionism back and just try to get good enough done. Because in the end, done is better than perfect. And I tell that to my clients all the time. But like I said, the situation with the quarantine, and there's nothing I can do in my life to change it. I have to sit back and let it just play out. That is a huge conflict I've been dealing with the last couple of weeks. And I wonder if anybody else feels like that. You know, when a situation is totally out of your control. Yes, I can control certain things like wearing a mask and wearing gloves and protecting myself if I go out. But the set deadlines of when we're going to be able to resume somewhat normal life, there is no set deadline. You're living day to day, not knowing, is it going to be another 2 weeks? Is it going to be another month? And when that kind of thing happens to me where I have no control over that, like I said, my perfectionism took over, and I like to think I'm not the only one who this happens to. Let me know in the comments below if you were feeling the same thing. I'd love to know that I'm not alone in this kind of mental situation I'm going through. So in a perfect world, my plans for this pantry actually are to do away with this being our food pantry. In the future, I wanted to just house my crock pots, my Cuisinarts, and things like that, the bigger items. And then if you pan over to here, I'm going to put doors across here, and see how we have the shelving, we have the brackets in the back. I'm going to create a whole nother huge pantry that I think would be much more functional for my family to use. But that's in the future, and that's my perfectionism going off the charts. And I had contemplated doing that in this video, and I had to say, no, you'll never get the video done if you go through all that. So I want to show you what I have done and give you the tips so that you can hopefully organize your pantry a lot easier than I did mine, okay? Alrighty, so first thing you want to do when you're organizing your pantry is to clear everything out. Put it on the counters, the kitchen island, table, wherever, and sort it out. Take all the expired items and get rid of them. Then with what you have left, group into like categories, like all your canned goods, all your breakfast foods in a different area. So after I took everything out and got rid of the expired food and grouped all my stuff into like items, I then went to reload my pantry. And one thing you want to remember when you're going to reload your shelves is to keep those earlier expiration dates up front and the later ones towards the back. Another thing you want to consider when you're reloading your pantry is putting the items you use the most in the easiest to use area. That is called your prime real estate. It's from your forehead to your knees. That's the easiest area to get to. So you want to put your most used products in that shelving area. So on the top shelf, I kept my cereals because I don't normally have cereals. The kids have cereals and they're all taller than me, so they can reach for them. And then I also have some snack foods. The next shelf, I put my canned items and then all my sauces. My next shelf was that side dishes like pasta, brown rice, quinoa, mashed potatoes, that kind of thing, barley. I also have over here some healthier nut choices that I can use. And then this bottom one was the breads. I have regular bread, I have rice cakes. Under here I have baked potatoes and onions. And then here are these high fiber wraps. So, and then I just put all of our drinks, the waters and the pops and the juices down there. You can see this is like the tiniest pantry ever created. It's really not user-friendly. So I utilized my door. This came from the Container Store, these wire racks, and I love it because this bar is a tension bar, and then you just hang these in any height that you want. Now this unit can be kind of pricey. I think all out the door it was like $70, and I got this years ago. So if that's a little pricey for you, if you have an over-the-door shoe organizer, that also works. Those are available at Walmart, so if you happen to be grocery shopping, you can just quickly grab one. That will give you extra storage space. The next question everybody asks me is, how long does it take to organize a pantry? Well, that depends. A tiny one like this can run anywhere from 2.5, 3 hours. If you have a monster pantry, it's going to take you a lot longer. So it's really hard to pinpoint. Take it in chunks of time that you can handle and you can deal with. If you can't commit to a big chunk of time, just take it one shelf at a time. Now before we go, I want to talk about some products that can help you organize your pantry a little easier. If at all possible, clear storage containers. They are a must when dealing with pantries. They help you monitor your inventory level. When you can just open the door and see how much you have, you don't have to open a box and look into it. It keeps it much nicer and it gives it a nice uniform look. These are from Walmart. They have these there in all different sizes. It helps you visually see your inventory level better. Another thing you can use when you're organizing your pantry are tiered shelves. They are also available at Walmart. You can get any of these organizing products on Amazon as well. It helps you make use of your vertical height. Lazy Susans. If you have a pantry that has corners, those are often dead spaces. Lazy Susans or turntables will help you utilize that space. The other thing is little containers. These I got at the dollar store long before our quarantine started. I utilized some other things to group like items. Like we had a bunch of popcorn and the boxes didn't fit nicely in there. This way you can just take the thing down and all the packages are ready to go. And then I love these little baskets that hang under a shelf. These are available at Walmart, Container Store, Amazon. You can find them anywhere. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about in this video is the fact that we're living in this different set of circumstances. One of the things that has thrown my otherwise organized system off is that what I'm bringing home is a lot more. I used to shop once a week and that would fit this pantry just fine. Well, now I'm trying to limit my time out, so I'm buying 2 weeks worth of food. This pantry couldn't take it. And in a few days, I'm heading back to the grocery store to do one of my 2-week runs. And I still have my little pile of extras, okay? And so the situation is creating a lot more clutter around our house because we are limiting the amount of times we are going out. So we're buying more than we normally do. And our houses are feeling a little overwhelmed. But one way you can combat these extras is to get a bigger basket, like a laundry basket, and put all the extras in there and then slide it in a closet somewhere else in the house. It keeps it out of the way, but you know you still have your stash that as you use some of this, you can put the extras away. That is what I've been doing. Okay, I hope you found this quarantine video helpful. If you did, please let me know by giving me a big old thumbs up. Poke that like button below. And if you decide to tackle your pantry, please send me your before and after pictures. I'd love to highlight them on my Facebook page. The link to all my socials is found below. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Please click that subscribe button and become part of this organizing family. I'm Pam with Organizer AZ 911. I'll see you in the next video.